ओमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुविज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजता दधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नोमतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 14, verse number 39. It's continuation of Brahma's prayers. And in the last class we studied how Brahma said that Krishna comes here on earth because the pastime here on earth are more wonderful, more chamatkarik, more amazing. They appear than in Goloka. And he does this to expand the bliss of his devotees who are surrendered to him. And then he said that he cannot understand Krishna by his mind, body, speech, or cannot understand Krishna's mind, body and speech. Now in this verse he takes permission from him to leave because he is not saying anything. So he says, I better make a move before he gets upset more. So he says, Anujanihi mam Krishna sarvam tvam vedsi sarvadrik tvameva jagatam natho jagadetat tavarpitam. So Anujanihi mam Krishna. Oh Krishna, please permit me to leave. You know everything. Sarvam tvam vedsi sarvadrik. You have all-round vision. You understand everything. So, Tvameva Jagatam Natho, you are the Lord of the universe, and this universe I offer to you because I thought I am the ruler of this, but it all belongs to you only. So in this way he wants to now go back. His purpose is over because his purpose was to reveal who is Krishna. That is his intention. That's what devotees do. So he wanted that the true knowledge about Krishna, true glories of Krishna become known, and therefore he performed this pastime of stealing calves so that we can know that Krishna is Swam Bhagavan. And then he reveals about Krishna's majesty, his pastimes, his form, his love for his devotees in his prayers, and also how great are his devotees and his own position, that he would just like to even become anything here in Braj. Not human beings, not cow, not tree, not anything, even a piece of stone. And that he says is that Bhuri Bhagyam. That would be my great fortune. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti, he comments, He Sachidananda Swarupa Sri Krishna. So Sri Krishna, whose Swarupa, whose form is Satchidananda, who is eternal, conscious and bliss. So if you want any of these three things, he is the person to approach. Simple. If you want happiness, it's not anywhere else. It's only with Krishna. So therefore he says here Satchidananda Swarupa. So Nanu mama vaibhavam tav mastu gocharas tava vaibhavam aham vedmi nava iti tatra vaktoktim ashankya kim aham atra pratyuttaram kuryam iti vyanjan salajjam sanirvedam aha anujanihi. So Brahma is as if assuming that Krishna may ask me this question, that okay, you do not know my Vaibhav, my majesty, my power, my glory, but do I know your power, your majesty, your glory? Krishna is saying. So tav vaibhavam aham vedmi navaid. So thinking that if he says like this, then what reply can I give? So to indicate this, he says, I better leave from here. So he is feeling ashamed and also lamenting. So therefore he says, Anujanihi mam Krishna. So antarbhavit nayartha anugyapya iti artha. So Anujanihi means, please permit me to leave. Niche is understood here. Atra sthale kshanamapi sthatum ayogyam ati nicham. Why is because you want to know whether you know my glory or not. He says, what is my glory? I am so lowly, downtrodden, insignificant, that I don't even deserve to stand in front of you. Therefore I should just leave. So please permit me to go. So Mam Ajñāpaya. So allow me to go. Yadrishoham tadristhalam satyalokam eva gacchayam. So the way I am, I should also reach a place that is fit for me. Meaning I am not fit to be here in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is place for devotees, and I am nowhere close to devotees. So therefore I should go and manage my affairs in Satyaloka. So I should not stay here even for a moment. So He Krishna iti chittam tu tvamatra akarshi eva. So he is calling him as Krishna. Krishna means who attracts the heart. So therefore he says that you are attracting my heart, and therefore I don't feel like leaving, but I don't deserve to be here, therefore I must leave. That's the meaning. Kintu tad bhuri bhagyam iha janma kimapyatavyam yad gokule katmangri rajobhishekam iti mat prarthanayam driga ingitena api astu iti Śrīmad na uktam. So I prayed to you earlier that I will consider this as my great fortune if I can take birth here in some forest, some grass, some creeper, something, or I can even be some stone somewhere in Braja. So you did not answer with your speech, but even with your eyes or some motion, some signal, you did not approve it. You did not say, okay, you could have shook your head or did like this with hand, okay, I bless you. Some mudra. You didn't do anything. So, therefore, what can I do now? Kim kurve? Tasmat tatpulinam bhojana keler antrayam kurvan ayam apradhi. So therefore I am an offender because I caused a big disturbance to your lunch. You are sitting on the bank of Yamuna and enjoying your lunch picnic, and I came and I disturbed by stealing the cows, so that you have to go and search for them. So this is my offense, and I understand that you don't want to see me. So tat-līlā apratikulya-deva Śrī-mukha udgata tab vachan sudha-lesha lesham-api anapnuvan aham-mito jhatiti-eva duram apsarami. So because I have acted wrongly and disturbed your pastime, therefore I could not get to hear even one word of nectar coming out from your beautiful face, and thus I must leave immediately from here. Because if you are upset with some person, then you say, I don't even want to see your face, right? When you get very angry with somebody, say, I don't even want to see your face, or to speak of hearing you, being with you. So Brahma is feeling like this, that he is so angry with me that he doesn't want to see me, and I am singing songs here. So this is more irritating to him. So better I immediately leave. I should just run away from here. Duram apsarami. Tvam vatsan kalayitva puline भुंजानई प्रिय सखै सहासोक्ति प्रत्युक्ति कौतुकम भोजन लीला शेषम समापे. And you can now bring your calves and come to the bank of Yamuna where your friends are eating, and with them you can laugh and smile and have dialogue, ukti pratyukti, and in this way enjoy your meal. So this is the sense of his statement here. This is the implied sense. This is the dhvani. Ayam aham tu ati taralyat punah punah kim va vigyapyami. So I am very fickle person. My mind is not stable. So what is the point in me submitting to you all my prayers? So sarvam asmadadinam mano apurvacham vaibhum tvameva vetsi. So you know what is my opulence, my body, my speech, my mind, everything you know that. Kincha naham asya jagatah srashtitvat natha. And although I have created this world, I am not the master of this world. You build your house, you can employ a building company, some builders. So they do the work, but the house does not belong to them. You are the master because you have employed them. So like that Brahma says that you have employed me in the act of making this universe, but you are the master of the universe, not me. So tvameva jagtam anyasham api bahunam nath. And you are the master of the world, not only of this world, but so many other worlds belong to you. So you are Jagatnath, you are Jagannath. Jagannath Rath Yatra is coming. So Jagannath does not mean Lord of the universe, but Lord of the universes. Not Jagatanatha, but Jagatamnath. So in the Samas the Vibhakti is dropped. So you are the Lord of many, Bahunam, many universes. Ataha etaccha jagat shudrataram. So therefore this universe, this is insignificant. There are bigger universes, bigger Brahmas. So tvadiyam eva tvayi arpitam. So this belongs to you, so I hand it over back to you only. I was unnecessarily thinking that I am managing it. Yamichasi yogyam asya janasi tam asya adhikarikam kuru iti bhava. So the meaning is that whomever you think is qualified to manage this universe, you can make that person as in charge. I give it back to you because I am not qualified. Therefore, please permit me to leave now. That is his prayer. So now this is his next sloka. This is the last statement he is going to make now, the verse number 40. This is the last verse of Brahma Stuti, Brahma's prayers. Shri Krishna Vrishna Kul Puskar Jos Dain Kshama Nirjarad Nirjar Duj Pashu Dadhi Vriddhikarin Uddharma Sarvar Hara Kshiti Rakshasa Druk Akalpamarkamarahan Bhagavan Namaste. So he says that Bhagavan Namaste. That O Bhagavan, O Supreme Person, my obeisances to you. So who is he? Says you are Sri Krishna. You are most beautiful, most attractive. Everybody is attracted to you, including me, but I cannot stay here. Vrishni Kula Pushkara Josha Dayin. So you are born in the dynasty of Vrishnis. So the dynasty of Vrishnis is compared to like a lotus flower. So Kula Pushkar. And you are the pleasure, you give pleasure to that lotus of family of Vrishnis. So that is means that lotus blooms in your presence. It gives fragrance all around. So people see lotus, they become peaceful. And Kshama Nirjara Dvija Pashu Dadhi Vriddhikar. And you nourish the earth, Kshama, the Devatas, Nirjara. Why Devatas are called Nirjara? Because they don't get old. Nirjara, free from old age. And Dvija, the twice born Brahmanas, and also animals, and also the yogurt. So Dadhi Vriddhi Karan. It's very strange combination. So you also...
Babaji.
Yes.
Udadi instead of a dadi.
Yes, Udadi.
Pasu Udadi.
Right, yes. Thank you. It's actually long O. I was saying it as a short one. So Pashu Udadhi Vriddhi Karan. So you expand the ocean of animals, Brahmanas, Devas, and the earth. Means you bring happiness to them. And Uddharma Sarvar Hara Kshiti Rakshasa Druk. So you remove the darkness of Uddharma, or that which is not Dharma, which is against Dharma. So Pakhanda Dharma. And Kshiti Rakshasa Druk. And you are the enemy of the Rakshasas on earth. Akalpam Arkam Arahan Bhagavan Namaste. So this prayer is actually quite using very unusual words. So Akalpam Arkam Arahan. Arahan means Yogya, qualified, worshipable. And Akalpam is till the end of Kalpa. So your sunlight or your glory may continue or worshipable till the end of Kalpa. Akalpa also means ornaments, as he will explain different meanings. So this is his prayer, and after that Brahma left. So yadyapi mam aparadhinam vijnaya na brushe. So he says that although considering me to be an offender, knowing this very well, you are not speaking anything. So what do I understand from this? Because I am asking you, please permit me to give. So I should wait for your reply. Right? If I ask, please give me permission to do this, and then I start doing it, so then why did I ask? Some people ask question only for confirmation, not for asking. So he says that although you are not speaking, tadapi swa netrabhyam sanugraha avalokana amritam tu mahyam dehi. So at least give me the nectar of your glance with compassion by looking at me with your eyes. Swanetrabhyam sanugraha avalokanamritam. Yatha tenaiva aharena nityam pranan rakshan kalpa paryantam jivitum pravishyami. So if you do that, if you give me this nectar of your glance, then that will be my food, and I will subsist on that food till the end of this kalpa. So nityam pranan rakshan kalpratam jivitam pravishyami. I will be able to survive by remembering your glance or living, subsisting, because I got your glance. So implying this, he bows down to Krishna. So he's saying that at least just look at me with compassion so that I can feel satisfied. So Sri Krishna iti. So then he speaks Sri Krishna, Vrishnikul, Pushkara, and Joshadayin. So Vishnu Chakravarti brings very nice meaning. So Surya Swarupam Dakshina Netram Alakshaha. Since he is asking him to look at him, give him his glance with his two eyes. So Krishna's two eyes are compared to sun and moon. So right eye is the sun, left eye is the moon. So sun is that which makes the lotus flower bloom. So therefore he is calling Vrishnikula as Pushkara, as a lotus. And Krishna makes it bloom with his right eye. So that's what it says. Surya Swarupam Dakshinam Netram Alakshya. So looking at the right eye of Krishna, which is like the sun, he says, Vrishnikul Padmasya Joshah Prafullatvam Tatpradayam. So the lotus which blooms by your glance, that lotus is the lotus of Vrishnikula, the family of the Vrishnis. And I am also born from the lotus. I am also known as Padma Bhu. So you can also look with your right eye at me. So I will also bloom. Mamapi Padma Santanam Kripya Prafullayati Bhava. So I am also the child of flower. Flower children? Who are the flower children?
Hippies.
So they are the happies.
No.
So he says that I am the flower child. Padma Santanam, you say. So please make me happy, otherwise I am hippie. So Padma Santanam Kripaya Prafullaya iti bhava. So that is the implied sense of using the word. Why he is using Vrishnikul Puskara? He is indicating on giving a meaning to that. This is how commentators' creative mind works. How much he has to think. He got the idea from the word Pushkara. Of all the words, the thing which struck him is the word Pushkar. And then he made his whole comment on the basis of that. So Chandra Swarupam, the other eye is the Chandra. So Chandra is good for the Udadhi, for the ocean. Right? When moon comes, then the ocean is very happy. Right? This is how it is explained, that ocean was born from the moon was born from the ocean. So when it is full moon day, the ocean sees his sun, and then because of happiness, the waves of happiness are coming. Those are the ocean waves. They are biggest on full moon day, right? So that is because of the happiness. By seeing his child in the sky, glowing among all the stars, ocean feels so happy that waves after waves are coming. So therefore he uses the word udadhi, ocean, and then he says your other eye is like the moon. And moon is making the ocean bloom, like the sun is making the lotus bloom. The moon is making the ocean of earth, devas, dvija, and animals. Means everybody here on earth, except Brahma. So Chandra Swarupam Vamanetram Alakshya. So by looking at his left eye, which denotes the moon, he says Kshama, Kshamatаластха Manushyadeya. So earth here means not just earth but the human beings, etc., who are living on earth. And Nirjaraha Swargastha Deva. And Nirjara refers to devas who are in the Swarga heaven. Dvijaha Pashvascha Vrindavanastha. And Dvija and Pashu. So Dvija can also mean birds. Dvija is not only Brahman, it can also mean birds. It can also mean teeth, because teeth are also twice born. First you get the milk teeth, then you get the non-milk teeth. So they are also called Dvija. So birds, teeth and brahmanas. And Pashuvascha. So these refer to birds and animals of Vrindavan, Vrindavanastha. Pakshino Gavascha Teva Udadahas Tesham Vriddhikar. So the Pakshi, birds and cows, and they are the ocean, and you nourish them, you sustain them. Mamapi Devadhamam Kripyam Vardheti. And I am also one of the Nirjara, because Brahma is also Deva. So therefore I am the lowest of the Devas, Devadhamam. So please nourish me also with your left eye. So with the right eye, because I am born from the lotus, and left eye because I am also Deva. Yugpadeva netre dve eva pushpavantau alakshyaha uddharma. And then considering both the eyes together, so when sun and moon come together, or together, there is a word in Sanskrit, it is called pushpavanta. So pushpavantau sahoditau. Krishna, Chaitanya and Nityananda, pushpavantau sahoditau. They are like sun and moon and they appear together. So this is a very special word in Sanskrit, pushpavanta. So he says that now he is considering his two eyes as pushpavantau, and indicating at that he says uddharma pakhanda dharma saeva sharvaram andhatamsam. So sarvar hara, taking away the darkness of night. Sharvari means night, and Sharvara means that which is product of Sharvari, the darkness. Andhatamsa, the deep darkness. So you dispel that Sarvar Hara with your both eyes. In the daytime by sun and at night by moon. Or your eyes are together, removing that. So what is this darkness? The darkness is of irreligiosity, uddharma. Means people doing wrong things in the name of dharma. Uddharma. Not adharma, but uddharma. So like there is path and there is utpatha. So there is a straight road and then there are some trails here and there. They don't lead to the destination, but they also resemble the road. So similarly there is dharma and there is uddharma. So that is pakhanda dharma. Pakhanda means hypocrisy. So hypocritical dharma, where it looks like dharma, like Putana. So Putana is the uddharma. She came dressed as a devotee, as a gopi, but inside she wanted to, the intention was to kill Krishna. So this is what is called pakhanda dharma. It's also a type of dharma, but it is pakhanda. It appears. So he says you uproot that.
Maharaj, I have a question.
Yes.
Maharaj, could you please tell the subtle difference between udharma and adharma? Or is it the same?
Adharma is not dharma. Means doing something irreligious. And uddharma is doing irreligious in the garb of dharma. That's what I explained. Being hypocritical. Wearing a devotee dress and doing adharma.
So adharma, a person who is doing adharma, he will not pretend. I mean, he will be very clear.
You will recognize him from 10 miles. And this uddharma you will not recognize even if he is living next door. That's why Putana could enter all the way, reach directly to Krishna. All the gopis, everybody, they did not recognize him. So only Krishna, he has the eyes, penetrating eyes, goes beyond dress, but still sadveshadiva Putana, still he benefited her. So sarvaratva andhatamasam. So sarvar means andhatamas, the deep darkness, according to our course. Tadharati iti, that one who removes that. Tatha tena swaprabho tvayapi maya chikirsha lakshana mama pashandam kripya hara. So he says that you are my master, but I was trying to put my maya on you. So this is my pashanda. This is my hypocrisy. Why is it hypocrisy? That you are my master, I am your servant, but now I am playing a trick on you. So that is hypocrisy. If you are my master, then why shall I try to trick you? So therefore he says that Swaprabho tvai api maya chikirsha lakshana mama pashanda. So my intention was to bewilder you by maya. So that is my pashanda. That is my hypocrisy. Kripya hara, please make me free from that. So this is very important for a devotee, because if a devotee is hypocritical, then nobody can help. So mithyachar se uchyate, that is mithyachar, hypocritical behavior. So we have to be truthful. Cannot deceive Krishna, as we can see here. So he says, please remove my hypocritical tendency. Why? Yatha punar evam na kuryam, so that I don't behave like this again. I did it once, it is my blunder, I accept it and I ask forgiveness, and now please take away this tendency from my heart. Otherwise you will forgive me and then I will do it again. So what he is saying is that please uproot the very tendency to behave in a deceptive manner. And this is how devotee should be. So kshitau rakshasa aghasuradaya tebhyo druhiyasi drohenapi swagatim dadasi. And then there are Rakshasas like Aghasura, because Aghasura was killed, that's why he came on earth. So tebhyo druhiyasi, you have droha against them, you dislike them because they harm devotees. But although you have droha, you have dislike, still you benefit them. Swagatim dadasi, you give them your own destination, your own abode. Iti atas tadvad dvayasya vrindavatsa vrinda vidrohitvat satyaloka brahma rakshas mamapi danda pradhanenapi sanskara. So what I have done is that I have also done droha, I have also acted like a Rakshasa to your calves and your friends. So, yasya vrinda vatsa vrinda. So, your friends and your calves, vidrohitvat. So, therefore, I am the Brahma Rakshasa from Satyaloka. So, now he is considering himself as a Rakshasa of Satyaloka. So, Satyaloka Brahma Rakshasam Mam api Danda Pradhanen api Sanskurusva. So, you please also purify me like you have purified Aghasura, even by giving me some punishment. So you did not give any punishment to Aghasura, Bakasura. Okay, you killed them, but you didn't send them to hell or anything, and then purify. So purify me. Swaprabhor anugraham nigraham va drishtva daso jivitam utsahate. So by seeing the grace or chastisement of the master, the servant survives. So even if the master is chastising, the servant is still happy that he is accepting me as his servant. He has not kicked me away. Because if you kick away somebody, then why punish? So if you are chastising me, that is also your grace. And if you are being gracious, that is grace only. So I can survive there. But if you become indifferent, odasinyam drishtva na pranan dhartum ishte. But if the master becomes indifferent, then the servant doesn't want to live. Because then servant thinks that what is the use of my life? My master is now indifferent to me. He is neither gracious nor angry. Means he doesn't care for me. So iti bhava. Hanta hanta mahamaheshwaro api vetra gunja gairika pichhadir chitta kalpo rachita kalpo gocharak balakai samam khelan hishyati iti anochityam mat prabhurati. And then he says, just see, alas, alas, although you are the Mahamaheshwara, you are the Lord of all lords, you are the Master of all masters, but just see your dress. You don't have any opulence in your dress, your ornaments. You have a stick you have these gunja beads, garrick type of stone or mud by which you make marks on your body, saffron color type. And picha, we have the peacock feather. So pichadir chita kalpo, rachita kalpo. So this is how you decorate yourself. Although you have the supreme opulence, but in your own appearance we don't see anything. Not that you are having all kinds of gems and rubies, etc. And then you are playing with these cowherd boys who are tending cows. So this is very amazing. So hrishyati, and you feel happy with it. So you see, Swam Bhagavan is not having any big ornaments. It's not that he is having some golden chains and diamonds and lapis lazuli and this and that, or nothing. There's nothing like that. It's all just forest flowers, some fruits, peacock feather, which falls down. He picks it up. Not that he goes around pulling peacock feathers. So when you are playing with the children and you are very happy, hrishyati. So he says iti anochityam. This is very inappropriate. Mat prabhoriti purvam vicharitavata tattva anubhagyena maya yesu aparadham tanapi prasadayami. Ti manasi bhavya. So I thought like this before when I saw you. And this is because I did not understand your tattva, your reality, your truth. And thus I acted improperly. Because I thought how this person can be God? He does not have even one golden necklace. Right? Krishna doesn't have a golden necklace or some gold ring in his hand, nothing like that. At least he did not see it. He did not describe anything that you have a golden ring on your finger, right? Any prayers? Brahma did not say. He only says Gunjavatan se paripichala sanmukhaya. So he said how Brahma saw this, he said how he can be God? Zero opulence. Even these devas have so much opulence. So he says, therefore I committed an aparad. So tanapi prasadayami. So therefore now I am going to pray even to these gunjavatans, paripicha and all this. So he is not only praying to Krishna, but now he prays to all his forest ornaments made from forest products. That is the meaning which he takes of this akalpa markam arhan Bhagavan namaste.
Babaji,
Yes.
here the reading is a Kshetra Gunja instead of Vetra Gunja.
So make it Vetra.
It's a Vetra, okay.
Because there is no Kshetra. Yeah, there are a lot of printing mistakes in this commentary. Every commentary has got a mistake. Whichever you see, there are mistakes. So here it is Tattva Anubhigyena, but this book has Vicharvatatva Anubhigyena. And I kept on thinking, what is this Vicharvatatva? Then I looked another one and it says Vicharita Tattva. So it spent so much time trying to figure out what is the right word. So therefore, yes.
Maharaj, I have a question. This Uddharma, Maharaj said that he felt he thinks he's a hypocrite. The question is, I'm not able to understand how is he a hypocrite, because it seems that he did not recognize Krishna, so he was confused. So rather his mistake was because of confusion and not of hypocrisy. So how would it be hypocrisy? I'm struggling to understand that.
Because Krishna is his master and he should have known this.
Okay.
And now he's coming and trying to test him. Why he has to test him? Should have gone and asked Vyasadeva or somebody, who is this boy? He is trying to spread his Maya. Brahma is the knower of the Vedas, right? Even if you don't think that Krishna is God or anybody, at least he knows Vedas.
Yes.
Right? So Vedas say that don't steal.
Yes.
And then what did he do?
Yes, he stole.
He stole. So now, being Brahma, father of Narada, father of Kumaras, father of Daksha, Vasishtha, right? Pulaha, Kratu, all these great sages. And what is he doing? He is stealing. Is this not hypocrisy?
Yes.
He must have taught to his children, don't steal. And he himself is stealing. And what is he stealing? He is stealing calves. Because in olden days that was the wealth, cows. They don't have any golden chain or something, otherwise he would have snatched that. Right? If Krishna had a golden chain, Brahma would have snatched that also. It's fortunate that Krishna didn't have it. And he thought, what is the point in stealing this gunja that I can get anywhere? So he stole their wealth. What is the wealth of cowherd people? Cows. The wealth of farmer is land. Wealth of goldsmith is gold. So he stole their wealth. Daytime. Usually thieves come at night. He did it right in the daytime. Because nobody would suspect that this Brahma is going to steal. Right? If there is a fear of somebody coming and stealing, you lock your doors or protect your wealth. Keep some cowherd boys always with the calves. Brahma can come and steal. Who is going to think that Brahma will steal? He's holding Vedas in his hands. And that's how you see the painting of Brahma. He has one Kamandali in his one hand and another hand he is holding Vedas. So would you expect somebody like this with a big tilak that he is going to steal your cows? So this is the Pashanda Dharma.
Maharaj, I have a question.
अरे इतने दिन कहाँ तो चले गए थे यार तुम?
महाराज ऑनलाइन ही सुन रहा हूँ.
चल बोल.
महाराज ये जो वर्ड आ रहा है तानपि प्रसादयामि इति मनसि भाव्या, so this word can also come for cowherd boys and gwalbals?
No.
It is in the new.
No.
It's only for the neuter gender, right?
No. Tan is not for neuter gender. Tan is Tritiya Vibhakti. It can be for masculine and neuter. But
can come also for.
But you have to read what he's saying. He's talking about Vetra Gunja Garik Pichadi Rajtva Akalpo Gocharak Balkai Samam Kheli and Hirshyati iti Anochityam. So he's talking because the Akalpa is coming. You have to see the context of the verse. In the next part, which he is commenting, the last line of this sloka is Akalpa. Akalpam arkam arhan bhagwan namaste. So he is commenting on this akalpam arkam. Thus you can see it is written right here. So tanapi prasadayamiti manasi vibhavya akalpam. So I will also satisfy them or please them, thinking like this in his mind. He says akalpam. So what is akalpa? Akalpa means decoration. Akalpa also means asamantat kalpa. Kalpa deva brahma. So tvadiya gunjadi vesham abhivyapya. Okay. So here it is already he is commenting what is akalpa. So tvadiya gunjadi vesham abhivyapya. So including your dress means your decoration with gunja etc. and arkam. So arka is one plant which is completely forbidden for Vishnu worship. You can only use it for Shiva worship. So arkam, arko naam vriksho, bhagavad anarha pushpa. So this flower, small flower which comes, white color with little reddish lines on it, and it's very bitter. Only the goat can eat it. Goat and camel, they eat anything, but cows don't eat it. It's so bitter. So it has also medicinal value. So arka means this vriksha, arka vriksha. So bhagavad anarha pushpa. So what is born from arka is arka, means the flower of arka will be called as arka, tadbhava. So means the flower which is bhagavad anarha pushpa. So it is not used in the worship of Bhagavan. So vrajastham abhivyapya. But since this is situated in Vraja, this is also worshipable. So he says, now I pray to all this gunja and these other flowers up to the arka, because they are akalpa, they are in your dress. He Arhan, so Arhan means mat pujya, my worshipable. Kimva he yogya, or Arhan me also means Arha means yogya, one who is qualified. Kripa akripabhyam mad bhadra bhadram kartum samartha. So what does it mean here? Yoga means that you are capable of blessing me or cursing me. So, or doing good to me or doing harmful to me. Bhadra bhadram kartum samartha. Te tat tashitaya tubhyam namah. What is this? Tat. Okay, te tat sahitaya. I think this avagraha is wrong. Tubhyam namah. So he is saying that I am paying obeisances to you along with all these things. Means not only that I am bowing down to you, Bhagwan Namaste, but I am bowing down to you along with all these fruits, flowers, gunja and picha, peacock feather and all that, and vetra venu, everything. Tat sahitaya tubhyam nama. So this is the end of his prayer, and here Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he summarizes this in one verse. Sarva sanshaya hrit sarva bhakti siddhanta santatihi astu brahma stutis chitta bhittau me charu chitrita. So he says that this Brahma Stuti, this may be engraved on the wall of my heart. Brahma Stuti chitta bhittau me charu chitrita. Beautifully, it may beautifully be engraved on the wall of my heart, this Brahma Stuti. And what is this characteristic of this Brahma Stuti. It says Sarva Samshaya Hrit. It dispels all doubts. So, doubts about what? About Krishna. Who is he? And Sarva Bhakti Siddhanta Santati. And it expands or explains or establishes the principles of bhakti. So that is the essence of Brahma Stuti, that this explains the tattva of Krishna. That's why it is so important, this Brahma Stuti. And it's also important to understand the Siddhanta of bhakti, the principles of pure devotion. So here ends his prayer, and we'll also end here. Any question? Yeah.
The verse was speaking about the Rakshasas. Could you explain what are the characteristics of a Rakshasa? Is it
Rakshasa?
Yeah. I mean, Brahma, he was considering himself a Rakshasa from Brahma Loka.
Rakshasa is basically those who like to enjoy and also cause trouble to saintly people, cows, brahmanas, they destroy yajna, they are against dharmic principle. That's what Rakshasa, at least that's how all the Rakshasas are described.
Okay, and therefore Putana and Aghasura and so on.
They are Rakshasas.
Okay. As far as I remember, sometimes this is translated as man-eater or cannibal or...
Yeah, that also is. I don't think there is any one word in English. So it's difficult to translate.
And do they also have some superhuman powers, or is it just the quality of being...
Yeah, Rakshasa as a yoni, they have powers like devas. Actually it is part of Devayoni. Yaksha, Rakshasa, Kinnara, Gandharva, they are all called Devyanis. So they have powers.
I see. So they have big powers, but unfortunately they use it for adharma.
Yeah. They are against devas. So whatever gives power to devas, they will destroy that. That's why they don't like yajna, brahmanas, because that gives strength to the devas.
Maharaj, she asked what means yoni.
Spaces. Okay. Any other question?